just had another meeting of our group this morning, and a lot of you guys have talked about in the comments on some of the other videos how much you'd like to have your own group or be involved in a group, but how you don't have men around you trust or whatnot. And so I just wanted to introduce you to two of our guys. It is not a prerequisite to be in our group to be big and have a beard. These just happen to be the two biggest guys with beards we have. But this is Brandon and Daniel. Brandon's to my left and Daniel's on his side. Brandon and I work together. That's how we met. We're both Marine Corps veterans, and we sort of bonded over that. And I think we probably started talking about prepping from The Walking Dead. As I remember correctly, the way it all came up was we were talking about The Walking Dead. My point here being that there's no prepper dating service, you know, there's no prepper personal, so how do you find guys and how do you start sort of bonding with them and get that trust factor? And I think sometimes we overcomplicate it. Tell me a little bit how you two know each other.
Alright, so me and him played football together in high school. I went off to the Marine Corps, did my thing. He went off to college and did his, and when we got back, we just so happened to meet back up at a party again. And just kind of hit it off again from there, and you know, he's one of my best friends now. So then I got with Zach at work, like he was saying, started kind of talking about the prepping thing, and he mentioned getting together and discussing it more. Well, I came, he had a guy he knew, and he came, and then I said, well, I'm going to bring my friend with me, Daniel. So Daniel came, and it just kind of started growing from there. And once you get together like that with a community of, you know, what I'd like to call brothers, things go a lot easier. There's a lot of stuff that he knows that I don't know, and there's a lot of stuff that I know that he don't know. But as together, we're a lot stronger. And it blew my mind how fast a group like that grew and just came together. I mean, it ain't like we went out and passed out flyers. There's just enough like-minded men out there where if you brought it up at work, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a group overnight. You know,
I think the main thing is to initially take that initiative to, you know, hey, this is what we want to accomplish. This is what I want to accomplish. It starts with one person, obviously, and then, you know, take that, you know, go to your friends. If you don't have friends, you know, go, you know, let it be known, hey, this is what I want to do. You know, you don't have to show your hand, you know, completely. But you know, you have to take that initiative. You got to have that first step.
Well, it's
somewhere.
Yeah, it's like you know, when I was talking to the revolting man here about
I'm Zach. I'm sorry.
Zach.
I've never used my name on the channel before. It's a big moment.
Yeah. So when I was talking to Zach, you know, and Zach wanted to get together, and I was like, well, I don't know if I could tell my other, you know, my other friends about it because they're gonna think I'm this crazy prepper. So, but whenever we were kind of sitting together working in our wood shop, and I was like, hey, I got this guy that wants to get together and talk about prepping tomorrow. You want to go? And he was like, well, yeah, you know, and he was overly excited about it. So it kind of, if you put it out there, like I said, there's a lot of like-minded men, more so than you would think. Like I said, our group kind of just flew up overnight.
You'd be surprised,
you know?
the feedback that you get. You know, everybody, you know, a lot of people, me myself, was kind of reserved about it. You know, I didn't want to get in with these, you know, doomsday preppers and, you know, all these crazy guys. You know, the government's got bugs in their house and all this other good stuff, whatever. You know, all the stuff you hear, people wearing armadillo helmets and stuff. You know, I didn't want to get into that at all. You know, but you know, you got to take that first step. You got to, you know, figure it out. See what it's all about, essentially.
Also be cautious on who you let in.
Yeah.
You know, in one of our meetings, we discussed that too. You know, you don't want to let just anybody in there, and the next thing you know, you're labeled as that crazy group.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yes, there's going to be a lot of people that I think want to be in it. That doesn't mean you have to let everybody in it, and take your time with it. You know,
just do what you can to make sure that you have like-minded individuals.
Very like-minded individuals.
Maybe you do have to be big and hairy to be in this group. Anyway, I wanted to just leave on this note. You know, in our culture, men get run down a lot, and relationships between men get run down a lot, and sort of made fun of. You know, of all the things you could do to prep, you know, storing food is the most important. having men you can trust is the second most important. You know, you can't do it yourself, no matter what the scenario is. Whatever you just think Katrina might happen again, or if you think planet Nibiru is going to crash into the equator and plunge us all back into the Stone Age, you got to have men. And you know what? There's men around you who want to be involved.
Yeah.
There's men who are thinking like you do. You know what? There's men around you who just want to be around other men. You know, in this feminized culture we live in, men get run down on a daily basis. Hell, I bet there's 10 men within the sound of your voice right now who would love to just sit down and have a beer and talk about anything, whether it be football or prepping or the planet Nibiru. So, you know, just start reaching out. Something as simple as The Walking Dead. Next thing you know, you've got 2 giant hairy bears who have your back if anything goes wrong. Appreciate you, men. Thank you.